Welcome to the deep dive.
Great to be here.
So today we're venturing into North India. We're focusing on the state of Haryana.
Right.
We've got this podcast script to guide us, and it seems to cover a lot. Culture, geography, sports, definitely food, language, and how things look there today.
Yeah, it sounds pretty comprehensive.
Our mission really is to kind of unpack what makes Haryana distinctive, go beyond the surface level stuff.
Exactly. Get a feel for the place. So maybe start with the basics, location, that sort of thing.
Good idea. So Haryana, North India, it shares its capital, Chandigarh, with Punjab, which is interesting in itself.
It is, yeah.
But one of the first things the source really hits on is the land itself. Very fertile.
Ah, the agriculture. Yeah, the script apparently uses this image. Like if you were flying over, you just see greenery everywhere. That's the impression.
Right. So really rich farming country. It feels like that's foundational.
Absolutely. Sets the scene, doesn't it? The economy, lifestyle, probably a lot stems from that.
Yeah, it really grounds things. But, when I think Haryana, something else immediately jumps out. Sports.
Oh, definitely. It's got this reputation, hasn't it? A sports powerhouse.
That's the exact word the script uses, powerhouse. And it backs it up with names, big names.
Like who? Let's see.
Well, Olympic champions, Bajrang Punia, Sakshi Malik, both wrestling.
Wrestling
Wow.
giants, yeah. Huge there. And Neeraj Chopra.
Neeraj Chopra, exactly. Javelin gold, incredible. It's not just one or two, is it? It seems like a consistent thing.
It does. Makes you wonder why, doesn't it? Is it infrastructure, coaching, or some deeper culture, maybe?
Well, the script does mention something about that. It talks about Akade or Krishti.
Ah, the traditional wrestling arenas and the whole wrestling culture itself.
Yeah, so it suggests this isn't like a new phenomenon. It's rooted in tradition.
That makes sense. So maybe that historical focus on, physical strength and discipline, maybe that translates.
Like a cultural foundation.
Possibly. A respect for that kind of dedication. Maybe those values from the Akkad, they still carry through, even with modern training.
It's a fascinating link. And speaking of strength and tradition, that kind of leads us naturally to, well, food.
Always a good topic.
Yeah.
What's the Haryanvi food scene like, according to the script?
It describes a traditional thali. So picture this. Bajre ki roti. That's millet bread.
Yeah, a staple. Very common in that region. What else?
Lassi, of course. You got to have lassi. Then
Absolutely.
sog, those leafy green dishes, and desi ghee. Lots of it, seems like.
Rich, hearty food. Sounds about right for North India.
And apparently they're very generous with butter makan. The script has this funny line, almost more butter than roti sometimes.
Huh. Okay, that paints a picture. No holding back.
Not at all. And it connects back, doesn't it? There's this saying they mention, Beta kaya karo, pehalwan bano.
Son, eat up, become a wrestler.
Exactly. So it's like eat well, get strong. It directly links food to that physical prowess culture we were just talking about.
It really does. Food is fuel for strength. It's all quite interconnected.
So we've got the land, the sport, the food. What about how people communicate? The language, the culture?
Right. The script touches on the Haryanvi language. It uses some interesting words to describe it.
Oh, yeah. Like what?
It says it's kadak, which means strong or maybe a bit stern, also funny, and bandas.
And it's like carefree, uninhibited.
Yeah, something like that. So strong, funny, carefree. It gives you a feel for the tone, maybe quite direct.
Direct seems to fit. And what about the people? How are they described?
As seresad, simple, straightforward. Also, dil ke saf, pure of heart, clean-hearted.
Okay, so honest, simple.
But also, zaban ke tez, sharp-tongued.
So simple and pure-hearted, but don't mess with them. Quick-witted, maybe.
Could be straightforward, honest, maybe a bit blunt, quick with a comeback. It's an interesting combination.
It is. And culturally, besides language, they mention folk dances, too.
Gumar and Raz are mentioned, vibrant expressions of their culture.
So clearly a place with deep roots. But India's changing fast. Haryana must be too, right? What about the modern side?
Absolutely. The script specifically highlights Gurugram, what used to be Gurgaon.
Right, near Delhi.
Exactly. And it's portrayed as this major tech hub, corporate offices, the metro, big shopping malls, the whole modern setup.
So a real symbol of development.
Definitely. But the interesting point the script makes is that this modernization, it hasn't wiped out the traditional Haryana.
Okay, so they managed to hold on to their Desi roots, as the script puts it.
That's the idea. This blend of progress and tradition is what makes it special, according to the source.
How does that work in practice, I wonder? Like, how do the tech parks and the traditional values coexist day to day?
That's the key question, isn't it? Maybe it's in families, maybe festivals, maybe just the general attitude. It suggests a resilience of culture alongside economic growth.
It's that balancing act, holding on to identity while moving forward.
Precisely.
Now, just before we finish up, there was one last little detail. The name itself, Haryana.
Oh, right, the etymology. Where does the name come from?
It's apparently from Sanskrit. Hari, meaning the god Vishnu, and Ayana, meaning home or abode.
So, home of Vishnu.
Basically, yeah. Abode of Hari adds another layer, that connection to mythology and history.
It definitely deepens the context.
So wrapping this up, it feels like we've sketched out a state that's, well, complex. You've got this strong Desi culture, the agricultural backbone.
Then this incredible production line of sports champions.
Really hearty, traditional food, a unique way of speaking.
And then this modern, tech-driven side, especially in places like Gurugram, all existing together.
It's quite the mix.
It really is. And what strikes me is how all these different elements seem to feed into each other. The land, the physical culture, the food, the straight-talking attitude, the blend with modernity. Makes you think, what's the common thread? What underlying values allow Haryana to be all these things at once? That's something to ponder.